Alright, we might be live. It does appear that we are. Okay. Nice. Welcome back, everyone, to the Tortalic channel. This is the Space Engineers live streams. We are on the 34th episode. So if you want to watch this series in chronological order, there's a playlist on my channel. You can check it out. If you want to subscribe, you can hit the bell icon and get notified when I stream, because I have no idea when I'm going to stream in advance. But that's something free that you can do. You could subscribe and you will have access to updates, notifications. It will tell you that when I'm streaming. Today is the day that Warfare updated. So I have a backup of my world. I don't know why. It's only 38 megabytes compared to the 233 megabytes. But yeah, everything updated. There's just a new slew of weapons added to the vanilla game. There's also a new slew of DLC blocks. Now, I don't have access to any of the DLC blocks. All I have access to is the base game content. I have not paid for any DLC packs. But the great thing about this game is it doesn't lock you out of being able to do anything. It locks you out of very appealing blocks. But, new Space Engineers players, if you're not very familiar with the game, it's cool just to play without those blocks. And then if you want to really invest into all those decorative pieces, then that is something you can totally do. But you get just about 100% functionality out of the game with just purchasing the game. See, nothing I've used is locked behind any DLC content. Everything you see in the streams is just, I don't want to say it's vanilla, because I'm using the nanites. And I have the shield mod loaded up. And I have some encounters mods loaded up. I have a few mods. I don't think they changed the game too much. But also, there was just a huge update, so that happened literally today, as far as I know. So there are some impressive new weapons. The game has been stuck with just Gatling guns and missiles for a while. No other weapon types to speak of. That's why people have modded weapon types in. But now there's a new slew of vanilla weaponry. And it's going to be like 10 times easier for weapon core, and even without weapon core, you can probably mod weapons in now. Just because the game is open so much. Like before, a lot of functionality was closed off. Mods couldn't really access data very easily. But now it's, mods can communicate directly to each other. They can have quicker and better access to game data. It's all been opened up for the modding community. And I think that's really cool. But we have new things we've got to look at. The nanites are still working. That mod hasn't broken. The game's a little bit laggy, but I think they've done some performance changes on the game too. The nanites look like they're going insane right now. I think the nanites are... See, beam blocks. Those look pretty cool. It's locked behind DLC, but let's check out the block weapons. We now have... There's a couple of weapons that are locked behind DLC, but they're just versions of things that you can get in vanilla. They're just new, cool-looking versions of guns. We have the assault cannon, the artillery turret, artillery. I think there's auto cannon, assault cannon. I thought there was a Gatling. No, not a Gatling, a railgun. Maybe progression. Progression's always the killer. Reloadable rocket launcher. Where would the Gatling gun be hiding? Why is it hidden? No, not Gatling. Railgun. Is there railings? Can I find a railgun? No? Alright, well we have artillery turrets, which is pretty cool. I'm wondering where the Gatling gun is. Not Gatling. I keep calling it a Gatling gun. It's the railgun. It's gotta be locked in progression somewhere. I have to build something to be able to build it. That, or like there's a problem where like one of my mods is writing over its data. Maybe. I don't know, it should just be in block weapons. It's weird. All blocks railgun. Uses small railgun sabots. Okay, so here's the thing. Railguns require gold. Okay. Interesting. You need grids, so artillery turrets use cobalt. And a lot of construction components. They're also, I'd say, probably a little fragile, because computers are at the top of the list. Unless, now the list probably looks different when you're building it. And the artillery turret's probably pretty beefy, because it's got 400 steel plate. The assault cannon turrets. It's better on armored targets. It's got an impressive range. If you look at the Gatling turret, the assault cannon turret has almost double the range. And it's pretty cheap. Okay, so artillery turret, I'd imagine, is more of like an AoE attacker. It's probably got really beefy shells that explode in a nice radius. And then the Gatling, the railgun, not Gatling, the railgun has the same range, but it pierces the target instead of like exploding on impact. So these are both really cool. I like this. I like this a lot. Exactly what I'm gonna do with this information, I'm not sure of. I still like having Gatling guns. Gatling guns are really good for the small targets. Just fires a flurry of inexpensive bullets. I've always liked the idea of that. But that's not where we're gonna end. We're probably gonna make, on this tower alone, we're probably gonna make the artillery turrets. Oh wait, maximum range 2,000 meters. That goes 2 kilometers out. I love it. Okay. So the artillery turret, we're probably gonna make 2 to 4 of those. Place them around just like we have the Gatling guns. And we're probably gonna make a huge rail gun on the top of the tower. But yeah, this is gonna be really nice. We've got a little bit of cosmetic stuff going on now. The tower looks a little better. It's got still a couple of imperfections, which actually, why don't we just go ahead and close that on up? Let's work on the exterior. Get the exterior all nice and polished up. Here we go again. Get the exterior polished up. And then we'll try to build the tower up. We've got to figure out what to do with the baby bird in the meantime. We could just go sit it over at the other base that's scheduled for demolition while we build some weapons. So this gives me a lot of power at my fingertips. Now we have weapons that are clearly better than other weapons in the game. A lot of my opponents will probably be using weapons, or whatever bots or threats that are in the game will probably be using weapons that have a shorter range than 2,000 meters. So I can start picking them off, I can start hitting their weaponry, maybe their thrusters, do some serious damage to them before they even get inside of combat range. That is until the mods update and they add new designs for enemies that can actually utilize these weapons. That is an eventual future I'll also have to be prepared for when my enemy hits technological advancement. That will spell my doom. Did we miss? Yeah, I missed one. Okay. So now that we've got that, let's go up here, finish this wall out. Then these rooms are done. I won't be streaming for too long today, but I would like, if at all possible, try to get these weapons online maybe. Alright, so we've got that. We do not have any way to access the upper floor from inside here. Okay. Maybe make a sort of staircase. Yeah, we're gonna need a staircase. So wait, what's going on here? Yeah, that's the right spot. And if I keep taking out the square, then I can add some sort of square stair. Ladder, ramp, stairs. I'm sure there's other blocks. Blocks they don't have. Interesting. So all the really nice looking stair blocks are DLC locked. That's sad. But we'll make do. Wait, there's... Okay, ramp, stairs. Well, this is an awkward height. This should be fine for what we're doing. So that will enable us to get up and down. Add a little bit of support. And you know, if it's gonna be this dynamic, got to change the space to match that level of dynamics to a degree. Oh, just fell off the stairs and took damage. That's a great sign. Means I'm building this right. Oh. I'm definitely not going to build the most beautiful looking vase, but it'll be mine, and that's what matters. So we've got our way to get up to the command room. And the baby bird has got to go somewhere else. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's just more of this plate that I hadn't picked up. It's a neutral target just sitting out here in the middle of nowhere. So even with the artillery turrets, we won't be able to snipe that enemy base from home. But it's fine, because we can take self-defense measures. And this is my allied grid. See, flight feels a little different. Not sure if that's just me. It might be how much, because this thing is empty. Could be that. The fact that it's empty. There we go. Lock and dock. Wait a sec. Oh, that's the defense station. Okay, we already knew about that. It's like, wait a second. Doesn't look right. So we still got the outpost over there that can protect us. But yeah, we've got some deconstruction we've got to get going over on this side. So we got this beacon, we've got there's some setting that I saw. Either in the beacon. Okay, so it's got a broadcast radius. Let's just bump that up to the maximum, because why not? And then we do have the antenna. Tower spire, broadcast radius. There was something. Was it the ore detector? Broadcast using antennas. Yeah, no. Let's not do that for the moment. There we go. Yeah, now the ore's disappeared. So that's a few things that aren't clogging up. Everything. And then I think I want the beacon to disappear too. Should be fine. What if we just didn't have a broadcast radius? The beacon still pops up. Alright, well. If I just make a single space. Does that look any better? Just FTC. It's fine. But now we can get working on this wonderful connector. Wait. This is a sorter. Okay. Yeah, I needed to take the sorter out because that's not the kind of design we want anymore. So we take a look in here. Let's work on the spire first. What we want to do is we want the spire to cave back in again. So let's build out the wall. Let's just kind of get the idea. what we want here. 1, 2, 3. I think having it cave back in right around here should be perfect. We could even have the entire tower kind of slope in. So let's just make enough so that we know what we're looking at here. So that we can copy it later. Alright, so got this tower, we want it to go up one more, and then it starts to go in. So that looks like using these blocks here. Go ahead and put, gosh, there we go. Put these in here. And then of course we need this to help us with our slope, which makes the inside look weird, so I'm gonna have to adjust it. That doesn't seem correct. Perfect. Okay. So this is just wrong. Now I do not mind control room that is a little extra armored. Sounds amazing to me, actually. I might want to start using heavy armor near the top. I don't know, we'll let that build up. It's a little bit different than, actually every tier has been a little bit different than the one before, which is honestly pretty cool. Helps break the monotony of sort of just this vertical structure going up and up and up. So we've got that design. I would imagine that so we want it to go up from here. Right here. Is our new wall for the side. This is solid block now. Pretty sure. Which is just hundreds of steel plate. It is shaping up. That's the hole where the artillery turret's gonna go. So we'll get a sort block. Sorter facing out. And I'll have to get one of the turrets, which I don't have wired up here. Artillery. That is a big turret. Is that 5x5? It's still 3x3, but it fills the space a lot more. We'll have it pointing up as we do. So, lighter aircraft defense, heavy craft defense, Gatling gun on the top. That's what I'm picturing here. I need more materials. You know where they're gonna come from. Oh no. And why not build this up on that? I actually trusted it for a second. Okay, so that is that half, almost half of this floor done. And put a conveyor sorter out. That was correct. Okay. And to cap it off, big gun. Perfect. So yeah, everything's building up, everything's going extremely smoothly. And I'm liking how everything's shaping up so far. This nice little window down here. A window every so often. Could definitely use more windows. So we will be incorporating more windows. We'll have to see about this space. I kind of want to put a window. Well, a window wouldn't do it any good if there's going to be the staircase here. Which I can't make as pretty as I thought I would. be able to, but that's okay. You know, you win some, you lose some. But in this case, now we have really big guns, so I'm pretty sure we won this round. Just my guess. Okay, let me focus on the exterior and then work toward the interior. Because I know I got the interior wrong last time because it was a little bit misleading. But the exterior helps to shape it. So this is going to be full block, not half block. Okay. Should the front of the tower look different way up here? I think probably not. The only thing that's going to be different is that side's going to have a lot of LCDs. So I have more data while sitting in the chair. Yeah, I'll build all the sides the same for now. And we can always go back and change things up. But I kind of want to get this tower as functional as possible before something decides to come attack me. Because the parallax kind of hates my guts as much as they possibly can. Like, I don't have any friends. But like, you see, this is how much reputation I have with other places. You can't see it because it's so bad. But yeah. That's just because they were building too close to me and I wanted to exterminate them. Because they... I mean, to be honest, to be fair, they started this war. They put the jetpack disabler out. They made sure I couldn't fly in their zone and I just kind of plummeted to my death. It's only fair that I removed them from my space. I wanted to be able to fly. Could I have tried to talk it out with them? Maybe, but I didn't know how to do that. There's like a little select thing on the faction screen where I could do like accept peace, but I don't know if that's like a creative tool that I shouldn't be using that like forces them into peace with me. Because that doesn't sound fair. Relaxing tower building with Tortalic. This is what you came to see. Ooh, there's another thing I really want to test, and that is how big. Because there was kind of a few debates leading up to the release, because we saw the railgun. We didn't know exactly how big this thing is. looks like 2 by 1 by how much? How long are you? How? Okay, so I know that this section, I don't know the height of it. Let's count. I don't know how many feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least. It's 8 or 9. 8 or 9 long. That's pretty nice. I really like that. It does look like both guns use physical ammunition. So something that I have to like craft. Just gonna free fall it. There we go. And this is why we build ladders. They're not very fast, but they can save lives. One of the things I wish you could do is like set up, if I look into this cargo container, I want to immediately be looking into the inventory of a hydrogen tank. I think that would be pretty cool. Doesn't really make sense at first glance, but that's exactly what I want to do when I look at that cargo container. I want to immediately be in the hydrogen tank and refill my tanks. So, we want sorters, we want to pipe everything up, we want to actually start producing the ammo we need. That's a novel concept. But I think I'm going to let the assemblers sort of work on these materials that they have to build first. And I'll worry about piping everything up and making the ammo a little bit later. And I don't know if I want to make this upper floor that I just made, I don't know if I want to make it like a copy of the floor right beneath it. We will have to see, but it is definitely shaping up. Are these guns pointing downward or upward? I hope they're pointing upward. I'm actually, each time I use this staircase, I'm loving it just a little bit more every time. It's not perfect, but it's an A+ in my heart. Trying to debate whether I should put like a wall around it. Put like a door here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll play around with that. There's a lot of interior decorating I've got to get to. But that is not going to be today's episode. That is going to be in the future. Today we just want to lay out more of the tower, get things built, mainly get ready for any attacks that might be coming. We're kind of vulnerable from this direction, but the outpost helps us. Yeah, one shot to this, and ammo no longer goes to turrets. They can store a fair amount of ammo, I'm sure. This is like the functional, like, headquarters, right? So my thought is just like the other space that we had. What if we actually made it functional. Like, novel concept. But what if we gave ourselves a little cargo connector? I'm having a different idea now. Junction, definitely. We want a cargo container off of that. Upside down. Getting very particular about how I place these now. Don't know why, it's just happening. Oh no. It's all a mess. I do like the industrial vibe that this huge item spine running up and down the tower gives me. And we want more of this conveyor going on up until I think this is where we want it to branch off. So junction. And oh gosh, we've got one tube on the ground. It's a casualty. Do I want to make windows? My thought is no. This space is not set up for windows. Maybe on the diagonals? I don't know. Really not set up for windows. Can maybe make, I don't know. We can do a lot of modifying though. I feel like creating. Let's get the rough ideas down, and then we can always enhance. If we just sit there thinking, nothing's gonna get done. Feel like I might have done this one wrong. Maybe not. Thing is, I know half block is less expensive, but these are my big guns. You know? They deserve the respect. Full blocks. I think a lot of my roof's gonna be made out of heavy armor. Gonna take a bunch of this. Thank you. Glory of actually having materials. We've transitioned into late game, and we haven't even gone to space yet. So this gives it a little bit more of like a grander feel. I feel like I want this slight jagged support. And when I say slight jagged, I mean pretty jagged. I like the idea of giving this space just a very heavy, reinforced feel. Like you gotta support. Oh, that's just the wrong step. What am I doing here? Perhaps. I feel like this block is the thing that's making or breaking it for me. And it's just not convincing. If that makes any sense. I feel like I'd have to give it this. Which makes a little bit more sense. But I think beam blocks. I don't know. What if it's more slat-like? We'll try it out. See how this looks in comparison to like the more open air version over here, and it all gets built up. All right. That's coming together. Let's get at least a very generic support. No. The conveyor sorters. I don't have them labeled. Okay. I have a plan. Okay. Now I can access the conveyors. Okay. No. Stop it. Gosh. Immediately it does it again. Okay. So that's ready to be built. We'll get that design detail in here. And I'll need to build a roof. But it's all come together. Interior architecture. If you're not going to add it on the outside, why not add it on the inside? Just compensating in the wrong way. Instead of actually making the outside look more like it's got something going on. Actually, I like it. I'm going to just take that back right now. I like this. Might not be the place that everyone would call home. But this is my tower. I enjoy it here. Immediately it made me regret all of my words. And then just get the slope in here, so I know what I'm dealing with. Pretty sure these are full blocks. That doesn't look like it plays straight. That's fine though. Well, now I have this block, and I need it, so here we find the other one. There it is. Perfect. So that is the slope for the slant of the wall. So it's full blocks all the way across. Cool. Time for more steel plate. Am I doing more harm or good to this? Both. Answer is both. More harm and more good. What? What did that do? That's just the wrong block altogether. Okay. That's not the best. There's just so many things for the nanites to build. It's incredible. We did get the cargo connection though. It's not connected to the rest of the... Is it connected to the rest of the base? Oh, it's just not connected to the artillery turrets for obvious reasons. S1 and S2 are busy making steel plate because, of course, we need a lot. A lot of steel plate. Now, refineries are doing nothing. Ooh, wait, production? Let's see what we need here. Assault cannon shells seem mostly basic. They cost less than the Gatling ammo. Ooh, they changed the name of it to Gatling ammo box. That's so much more convenient. It just makes it so much more readable. Small railgun sabot, large railgun sabot. They both use uranium. So the railgun, we need uranium to fire. Ooh, the artillery shells use uranium too. We're gonna have to dump all of our uranium into artillery shells then. It's not something that I appreciate a ton, but yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. Control panel, ST, assembler ST2. Don't queue off of the nanite factory. ST2 is going to be under my control, and it is going to make me artillery shells. Ah, what a time. What a time to be alive. I hope that's a good amount of artillery shells. Hope I don't run out. Honestly though, it's good that this thing is armed, but we have got to tech up and get this advanced weaponry online, just in case. Because this tower is an investment, and we do not want to lose our investment to being underprepared. It's a silly way to let everything go. Let's, just for the sake of giving the nanites a little bit less to do, we're gonna forego that little decorative piece. We can always experiment back with it later. We're gonna forego it for now. We're gonna let the nanites kind of focus in on more important things. I don't have energy. All right. Did my refill. So here's my dilemma here, right? I want to make a lot of this tower useful, but I don't want to have to travel to every part of the tower to do different things. So yeah, that's my dilemma here. I was just gonna slap some hydrogen engines on here, and then I see that my hydrogen supply doesn't exist. I wonder why. Where's a way out? How do I get out of here? These are all built now. I remember slapping these up and kind of forgetting about them. Yeah, I wonder where my hydrogen went. It's in the engines. Oh man. We have like a day worth of power. But we are losing power when we are not consuming ice. That is not everything nice. And for some reason, this piece of armor does not exist. Okay, so the tower's looking good. We have an artillery turret. It is facing up. That is really cool. He is a strong boy. He is a very strong boy. You can access the bottom. Oh no, you can access the sorter. No, that's the artillery. That's the inventory of the artillery turret. You can access it through the turret. You just have to be like on top of it. Okay. The artillery turret seems to have like a really wonky hitbox around it, but I really don't mind it. The sorter here, art, let's call it, it's my right one, isn't it? If my tower's facing where the console is, it's the right one. And we're gonna have it only whitelist the artillery shells, and it's gonna have a Drano. Why does the conveyor sorter get a shoot mode? I don't get that at all, but cool. Is a conveyor sorter? Yeah, it's made out of interior plate. Okay. So we do this, and eventually that will get piped up and covered up. Same thing over here. We want all of our lovely new artillery shells. Art back. It's gonna do a whitelist on the artillery shells, and it's gonna drain off. I might not know much in Space Engineers, but I know how to conveyor up my weapons. It's very, very important to make sure that they're getting ammo. I hear that's sometimes a frustrating little glitch. Your turret just isn't pulling any ammo in. And it's like, no, not in my house. My turret will have all of the ammo. But yes, we have this sorter. Everything is going very, very well. There's 2 more sorters to configure. This should be the forward one. The command console is a little forward where it's sitting. I have to move this thing back. Let's get this resettled in its space, because it is obviously in the wrong spot. Console, whoa, custom turret controller. Providing AI behavior to custom rotor and hinge-based turrets. Huh. This is a useful tool that we will use when designing the top of our tower. Why is it? Oh, it uses interior plate as its base material? Okay. Armor block. Let's get that back in here. Like, I knew there was this, like, custom turret controller that got added in, but I didn't think it would be able to do all that. That's fancy. Wait a second. Get in there. Looks much better inside this nook. I like it. I like it. We're adding functionality. And then we want console. NPC turret control block. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into this when we start building the railgun on the top. That's gonna be very fancy. Passenger seat, flight seat, control station, control seat. Let's put that in the middle here. A lot of computers. How's the artillery shells coming? Ah, yes. Oh, wait. Where are they going? They're going somewhere. Conveyor, sort art, artillery turrets. Artillery. Okay, everything associated with artillery. The assembler's got some. It's sitting in a cargo container. Okay, that's almost to be expected. How about our uranium supply? 61. So we should be able to make all of the shells that we need, or all the shells we have queued up. I don't know if we're going to need that many. But attacking that parallax base is definitely paying off right about now. That's where we got all of our lovely, lovely uranium from. Yeah, that's where the sun rises. That might be the moon? Pretty sure. I don't think anything else is close enough to be that big in the sky. But yeah, let's... hydrogen tank. We could just do that from up here. Okay. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Could add some extra functionality in here. I don't know exactly what I want to do. But everything is working out absolutely the best I could have hoped for. What's this top block? Armor block? Definitely not. No way that's an armor block. We don't have the material we need. Alright. If I just give it more projects, nothing will get done. I gotta wait for the nanites. But it's going very, very well. I like how it looks on the other side too, spiking up. I might want to add more jagged features to the outside to kind of build the character of the tower a little bit. Is there not? I didn't put an artillery turret over here. What am I doing? Is it flat enough to where if I was this guy, yeah, I wouldn't be shooting that. I'd be shooting all the targets over here. Okay. This is fine. Man. This is really cool. Loving these new weapons. So I know I assigned the front and the right one. The left one and the back one. Oh wait, this is the front. Front one and the left one. Still got a little bit of work. Yeah, it's coming together phenomenally. don't know. I might want assemblers on the base for the sole purpose of producing ammo. Yeah, I'm probably gonna put some assemblers on base. And I really want to have scripts too. Like if at any point it doesn't detect a certain amount of ammo on base, it needs to create more ammo. At least queue it up. You know, if it's impossible to make, that's just a resource deficiency on my part. Could have sworn I got a comment too about what I should do. Some sort of flare I was supposed to add to the St. Elise. But I'll definitely address that next episode. But yeah, I'm just about out of time for this one. I'm gonna let things build up a little bit more. Let me see what I can do here. Oh my god, steel plates. Can I not take? Oh yeah, okay. I see. It's through the conveyor sorter. Wait, it's a conveyor sorter. No. The uranium shell is gonna be trapped over here. Alright, I'm gonna make... How many uranium shells can I hold? Are these things like huge? Artillery shells. They're huge. Oh, I'm making way too many shells. Oh, gosh. Wait, is that just gonna get drawn back into the St. Elise? I need the St. Elise's conveyor sorter to not be so aggressive. Or to just not be a conveyor sorter. That's an issue. Because I know I didn't get into one of the turrets because the conveyors aren't built yet. Okay. But that wasn't the main goal here. Main goal was this. Building things manually. The less that the nanites have to do, the more that they can actually help out. And no more plates. Alright. Oh. Forgot there was a hole there. So yeah. Used all the plates that I could find and I built a little bit. But this conveyor sorter is ready. This is the front one. So we get conveyor sorter, art front. We're gonna whitelist so that only the artillery shells can get through, and drain every artillery shell we can find. Let's redo something here. That's not where the sorter is. Oh, wait, I remember where that sorter is. It's in here. Pretty sure. Oh, wait, this side. No, this side. No? I thought you were in there. Oh, I was a little off. Okay, it's fine. Conveyor. Where's the sorter? Oh, is it as soon as it dips up? I forgot my design already. Okay. As soon as it dips upward, put a sorter. There. Okay, this sorter. Let's not make it. Wait a second. Oh no. Oh no, it's attached. It's attached. I know it is. They're definitely attached. I'm slightly concerned. They don't appear to be very attached. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, mostly I just want the artillery shells to be able to flow in to the base. Because this conveyor port, the connector, connects to this light armor slope, which connects it to the base. So this tube did not form its own grid, ideally. I need motors, though, to prove that. There's another. Oh, wow, that's a lot of motors. Let's grab 10. I forget. I think it was 4, but let's get way too many. Not 200, though. So this is all green, which means it's connected on both sides to something important. Good. Otherwise, we were going to be in a bind. But yes, we have what we need. It's all conveyored up. My gosh, that was aggressive. And now our lovely materials can find their way over here. At the cost of a little bit of interior plate. So I still have things I need to build. And I need a little bit of steel plate because I don't have any on me. But we do have 3 artillery turrets fully wired up as soon as the nanites get to it. So that's pretty good. I don't want to do too many more projects before this one gets done. Honestly, I'll probably do an episode deconstructing the base over there, bringing the materials back. But to do that, I've got to make another perch for the baby bird. I want to make it somewhere else. I want the baby bird to park anywhere else. I could make it off of this dock somehow. Wire it up through the wall. Connect it to that central spire. Force materials into it. And just kind of like jump off the baby bird onto here and just kind of go on in. And then we're right at the medical bay. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, we're gonna make the baby bird's official dock right out there. We're gonna have to sacrifice this wind turbine to plug into the central spire. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of its looks. Yeah, we're just gonna conveyor out right here. We'll see how that goes. That's gonna be first thing we do next time. But yeah, for now, the turret's getting bigger. It's evolving. We have more things we need to add to it, of course. But it is coming along very, very nicely. Saint Elise is all converted into a much more valuable ship. It was a very nice rover, but it was very hard to move places. Now the Saint Elise can make trips very easily, but only once in a great while, using quite a bit of hydrogen. Depending on what it's carrying, but in order to be exceptionally valuable, it's got to carry a lot. A lot of ice, a lot of hydrogen. Hydrogen's weightless, at least for now. But it's got to carry a lot of hydrogen. But yeah, very, very interesting stuff. Yeah, we are going to end this episode here, but there's a lot of exciting things happening, and I have plans. I have very, very exciting plans for the top of this tower. Huge railgun or double-barreled railgun, because let's look at the ports on this thing so I can sort of plan stuff out between episodes. So this is just the shooting end. I couldn't even see that end. That's how bad it is. We are going to... I've seen the sides. We're just going to stick that there. Is that a conveyor port? That's my question. I don't want this thing to build. I think it is a conveyor port. Yeah, there's a conveyor port on the back, and there's one very conveniently placed on the side, top, and one in. And there's one on the upper back. So what I want to do soon, not now, but soon, I want to figure out this block. I want to get custom turret controller, figure out what I'm going to do here. Azimuth, elevation, camera. How fast it rotates. Ooh, a really slow rotating double-barreled Gatling custom turret. I don't know. Available tools and weapons. We will use drills. Ah, yes. Actually, ooh, nanite control facilities on the list too. What? Wait, is there not such a thing as the Gatling turrets? What? Available, selected. Oh. That's weird that there's no Gatling turrets. And then there's no search bar here. I'm gonna have to unplug all these drills so that... Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be a whole thing that we're gonna figure out. It's gonna definitely target weapons. We're gonna figure that out at some point. Not at the moment. Wait, is it two? No, the whole thing lights up. It's one custom turret controller, right? Yeah. But I love that they added this. Because before you had to like script it in, and it was kind of confusing, and it kind of locked new players. It didn't lock new players out of it. You just really had to pursue like a whole modding route of trying to figure out, go through tutorials. But this vanilla block puts all that right at your fingertips, and I love that. But yeah, that is going to end this episode here. We are almost piped up, and all of the wonderful artillery shells can very easily make their way into the turrets. The turrets are not programmed. I forgot to tell them how far out to aim and what to shoot at, but we are going to figure that out next time as well. We're going to do a whole weapon programming, custom turret. I'm going to have to look up tutorials too. Custom turrets tutorial. Because while this is probably simpler than the script version, it's still going to take me a little while to figure out, like, oh yeah, how should I armor my turret? You know, what's the azimuth elevation? You know, how do I keep all this stuff sorted? So yeah, but that is all soon, but future. I'm going to end this one here. Just have a wonderful rest of your day. Subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when the next stream pops up. Like the video, it makes my endorphin levels go up. If you want to comment, you have some recommendation for what you want me to build, what you want me to add on to this wonderful contraption that has many unused floors, yeah, go ahead and put it all down below, and I will see you guys on the next stream.